Hello, I'm Eliot Jackson, and we are here in beautiful Leogang. The name of the game here is Contrast. Came in a beautiful venue, great weather. Fort William was really physical. Leogang, it's all about precision.
I think everybody saw at Fort William we had quite a bit of rain and mud there, so this week as soon as we arrived, bikes go in the stand and they get the full tear down. Luckily we have some new frames we're debuting for Intense this week, so we already had fresh frames on the trailer ready to go, so we didn't have to rebuild anything. But most of the teams, everybody what they'll do is they'll do a full tear down, check all the bearings, replace the ones that need it, sometimes all of them, sometimes only a couple. Clean all the nooks and crannies, all the sand and grit out of everything from the last race, and get it all fresh to go for this week.
Yeah.
5, 4.
So Leogang is the most bike parky track of the season. And when we say bike parky, we mean this, really hard packed, but that also doesn't mean that it's easy. It requires different skills to go fast. So it's more about braking, more about being precise. There's not nearly as much grip as you would have if a track is fresh and just getting ridden in. Oh my, like first run here, like you can see how precise you have to be because you don't know your braking points first run, so you get one wrong just a tiny bit and you're off into the weeds. This is new, right? And the riders are coming. I want to get a rider doing it because it's so cool.
I'll do it.
I can do it. What do you think of it? Is it?
Yeah, it feels awkward. Like you're just on the brakes everywhere, really.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like just like.
It's like so on eggshells, like.
But I mean, it'll be challenging enough, and he's gone out of the tapes already, so. I mean, it's not easy. It's just weird.
Yeah, it is. Like so. At first run, like you see more people going out of the tape here. Than
it's
anywhere.
weird. Yeah, it's just like a bit awkward, really, and a bit sort of, slow. But I mean, I'm sure it'll be challenging and.
So this is first run, and I think it's so interesting that the riders have never ridden this, but you see them, they all do the exact same thing. They hit it with their front tire and then totally skip it with their back, because if you hit it with your back tire, you get thrown over the bars, and if you don't get thrown over the bars, you're gonna go outside the tape. So it's something that really shows how precise downhill mountain biking is and how skilled the riders are, that they can just look at it and then execute it first run because they just know. Like it's so cool, so cool. This is a new section. Everyone is kind of trying to be creative. What do? You go inside, you go outside. But by Sunday, the section will be solved. You know, everyone will be on the same line, probably the outside. But it's kind of like a Rubik's Cube. It'll just get solved.
I'm actually struggling. It's my second run.
Okay.
And it's hard to find the flow, so I'm just looking a little bit where I can put the wheels to change my flow. Yeah. You will never see us struggle as much as this weekend.
Yeah, which is crazy because like on the outside, it's like, oh, the track's so easy, but.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's super hard. And going fast is still like the hardest thing here. So.
Yeah.
I mean, here it's kind of funny because it doesn't matter how often you ride that track. I mean, you see how the tape is lined up and
right.
A little bit. Someone was.
And it's like totally different to what we were riding the last 5 years. So
right.
it's still hard for me to find a good place.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable having, been in this environment, like compared to something where like Fort William, where it's just like cold and rainy?
Well, in Austria it's already tropical and it's like always super nice weather, so
just the
I
best
feel
place
way
ever.
better, like, getting back my tan and stuff, so yeah, definitely feeling more comfortable there for William.
How do you know which line is faster? Like, how do you know which line to pick?
I'd say I'm not very good at it right now.
I don't know. It's just I'd say you're working out ground, how much ground you're cutting out. You want to make it as short as possible because shorter is faster, but at the same time, highest average speed is going to win.
Right.
So it's the balance between shortest line and highest average speed line.
Yeah, I like to go by feel. Like, even if I know it's like someone can hit it a little bit quicker on another line, if I don't feel comfortable on that line, I'd rather just ride my line.
Yeah.
And do that as best I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, you wanna be on the quickest line.
Yeah.
I think it changes from track to track too. If the weather's bad here, it's going to change. The lines are going to change shitloads. Fort Bill, the line was changing a lot, and we swapped lines pretty late on, like just before sort of qualies and just before finals, changing lines all the time. But that was good because I could be up there watching the lines develop, and this one's a little bit shorter, and like that rut's got better now. Give it a try. So that's quite good.
Useful.
It's a team effort.
Secret weapon over here.
So this is the biggest change to the Leogang track in as long as I can remember. And they actually did something different, kind of making two lines where you can go to one side of the tree or the other side of the tree. And down here, something you don't see a lot on the World Cup tracks is tape in the middle of the track to really separate two lines. And so what that does is make you think earlier, what side do I want to be on? If one side gets blown out, then do I adjust to the other side? But I haven't ridden it a lot, so it really adds an extra dimension to the Leogang track, which is good, really good. So, no.
Seamless. Do you like what I did there?
No, but I think a lot of people think your job is easy, but you're walking the track. Like, what are you looking for here? Like,
Well, you got to know where they're going when I'm looking at it on the telly on Sunday, the same as everyone else at home. So yeah, this I like it. There's loads of new bits.
Yeah.
All the way down. So I think the track's mint. I know that, the riders, it's a bit love and hate with Urban. A lot of them don't like the new changes this year. But to me, it's just made it a bit more technical. It's awkward. It's harder. Of course they don't like it.
Yeah, right.
And it's just being ridden in now as we stand here. It's getting better and better. So, but like Leogang is one I look forward to commentate on. So yeah, bring it on. It looks fast and as good as ever. It's going to be mint. Yeah.
So this was probably the most interesting track walk I've ever done. I was so excited about all the little tiny details. Oh, wow! Trying to figure out, where do you brake? How do you, hold this line over this gravel? Where does that set you up for the next turn? So I think it's interesting here, like the riders will, instead of just trying to put in a fast run, they're gonna be trying to figure out where the limit is. Where is the limit on this turn? How does that set me up for the next section? How does my bike react to different things, and how is the track gonna change? It's really gathering a lot of information, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I kind of find time training is important every time. Everyone says time training doesn't matter or whatever, but it matters in a different way than just being like, oh, this person's fast here. It matters in the sense that Kevin and I have different setups that we try during time training on the data bike, and for me to go fast is how we figure out if those setups are actually good or not.
Right. Nice one, Finn. Insightful.
Yeah, insightful. All right, see you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm 15 time turning. I didn't saw it. I don't know. I'm just riding and having fun, and I'm getting more confident. And yeah, I think now I can ride in my green zone and be have a good time and not have to push too much. So
I like it here, man. You've seen the view. Leogang is such a nice place, and I don't know. I think in racing, people try real hard with training and everything. Obviously you have to, but if you're happy and you're stoked on it, you ride so good, I reckon.
Yeah, is that so?
I think it's just a nice place, and people hate on it for a bike park, but it's so fun to ride in practice. Dude, it's such a fun track. If you're having fun, I guess you ride good.
today was amazing. This is the most interesting day yet by far. Like, to see the riders struggling so much and it not be from some external condition like rain, really just, you saw people trying to solve problems. So some people like Bernard and Rachel and Troy really had a handle on the track, and then others, you saw people taking time training really seriously, doing different bike setups, trying to figure out, how do I fit my personality into this track? Which part should I push at? Where should I be steady? Where should I pedal at? How much grip can I actually get? And so going into qualifying, I think we'll see, you know, a lot of the riders really taking a little bit more risk, really trying to push in those turns and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's anyone's game. Like, it's so tight. So as always, you can watch the race on Sunday live on Red Bull TV. It's going to be hard to top Fort William, but I think this could actually do it.